Your latest run. Still need the details.
Look, Max, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. The target never showed.
I don't care about your excuses. You want to get paid, you get the job done.
Yeah. Stim pack in the mirror. See what's going on in this terminal. We use our expert skills to get into this thing. Virtual one likeness. Bedroom. Wait. Virtual? Pretty sure that's not a word. Pretty sure. Virtual. Bedrooms. Are there any likenesses between those two words? I don't see any. Removing. I don't see any likenesses there either. Discover. There is one likeness. Now that there are two likenesses. Darkness. I only see one likeness between that and discover. Possible. I see only one likeness. I could be wrong. I could be missing stuff. It's pretty easy to miss stuff. I don't see any likenesses there. Provided one... I only see one likeness there. Survived. 1, 2. So I have two likenesses with Discover. And I'm not seeing any likenesses with Virtual, though, so... That's not going to be... Oh, the R. Yeah,
got it.
Major players Nuka-World. Nisha Disciples. Taken by raiders at a young age, believes deeply in the power of violence, makes her a dangerous adversary. That said, has a penchant for justice among her own. Stole gang from previous leader by gaining their respect rather than through graft or deception. Irritatingly hard to exploit people like that. Ultimately, acts as a stabilizing agent among the disciples, means Nisha's place in their hierarchy should not be tampered with. Dull, but the right move. Any other disciple in that role would likely lead to utter havoc. Dixie springs to mind. Speaking of Dixie, true psychopath, clever, devious, bloodthirsty. Suspect she's responsible for the death of at least 3 operators since our arrival, very likely more. Takes and treasures souvenirs from her victims. Someone meddling with her toys might be able to get her to do something rash, should the need arise. Granted her current position by Nisha, probably to support the girl's vanity, much less likely to turn on her boss if she thinks she's respected. Thanks to that, she does seem to honor Nisha's authority, doesn't appear to have plans to claim leadership for herself. Best for all of us if it stays that way. Savoy. Nisha's enforcer, fiercely loyal, likely the only reason the man's been given a place of prominence among their little coven. Had one of our girls attempt to seduce him, see if we might be able to sway him as a contact, but to no avail. Had one of the boys try too, similar results. Suspect he's probably working for or with the only person he has eyes for, would explain the loyalty. Mason, he's with the pack. Current pack alpha displaced his 2 predecessors by tarring and feathering them, sending them out into the wastes. Pack law states members can only shame one another, never kill. Both former alphas were never heard from again after being given the boot. Acquiring proof of their deaths could be useful leverage. We'll send out a search party, see what they can turn up. Otherwise, man's more nuisance than threat, like the rest of the pack. Gage, unaffiliated. One half of the alleged masterminds behind the Nuka-World plan. Clearly as much of a rube as the rest of us. It does seem like he honestly believed in Coulter. Now, though, just seems worried he's going to share Coulter's fate if things don't get back on track. Not wrong. Undoubtedly moved on this new Overboss to protect his own neck. However, man genuinely does appear to believe that Nuka-World can be used to make us all rich, so does have some value. And Coulter, idiot. No one's problem anymore. Alright. Now we're all up to speed on the major players in Nuka-World.
Traveling with you is proving to be quite enlightening.
Right? So it looks like we can talk to Mags and maybe get some jobs from her. I don't know if a quest showed up that said that or not. Doesn't look like it. But let's go ahead and talk to her again.
Operator's got no tolerance for dead weight. Those who can't cut it, they're gone.
Yeah, you better turn away.
People who do their job well should get to live well. And no gang does their job better than us.
Really?
Hey there.
You've got good timing. There's a job I think might benefit from someone with your strengths.
Hold still. I'm listening.
I'm listening.
There's a cache of supplies that would do better in our hands than its current owners. I'd like you to take care of it.
I expect payment for this.
I trust there'll be something in this for me.
Of course. This is real work, Overboss. Pays real caps.
Okay. Well, who's the target?
Who are we talking about here?
A super mutant gang. Effectively target practice.
Yeah, sounds fun. I hate super mutants.
Sign me up.
Good to hear. We'll be waiting.
Okay. Started cashing in. Rendezvous with team. Oh man, I have to take a team? I don't want to take a team. I want to do it by myself. Cashing in. Mags Black has asked me to rendezvous with members of her gang and help them steal a cache of supplies by killing the defenders and securing the area. We show that on the map. It is... Wow. Right here at the entrance to Nuka Station. Really? Way over there, huh? Okay. Well, I'm not going to do that right now. So I'm going to turn that off. Well, as far as I know, that's all there is to see and do here in the parlor. So let's go ahead and leave this place.
Making trouble? Good.
Never did get why Coulter brought in 3 gangs to claim Nuka-World. I mean, he had us. Don't need the rest.
Uh-huh.
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. No rule against tricking them into hurting each other, though.
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs, huh?
Understanding the operators ain't hard. We know how to live. The other gangs? Dying is more their strong suit.
Oh, good one. Let's get out of here. So we've met the leader of the operators. There are 2 other gangs. The Disciples and the Pack, I think?
Visitors. And you get special treatment.
Oh, okay. Thanks, dude. Let's go see if we can't talk to this guy. We put this off long enough. Let's go talk to Gage.
That last one died too fast. I'm losing my touch.
Oh, okay. What's this person doing out here in the water? What are you doing?
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us to it.
Huh, I guess he's looking for a
ammo,
fish or something.
Salvage, drugs. At least some of that's gotta be hiding in here.
Hey.
Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, how high were they when they built this place?
Let's see if we can go talk to this guy. So what I'm doing here is this quest that we got a while back, an ambitious plan. Speak to Gage in the Overboss's quarters. I need to meet Porter Gage in the Overboss's quarters in Nuka-World so he can explain to me what's going on and what's expected of me. So we're going to go ahead and do that now because I'd like to know what the heck is going on. Oh, look at this. Alright, I'm going to press this button. Interesting. Let's go up. Now this is neat. Fizztop Grille. Well, here he is.
Welcome home, boss. The digs are yours now. I hope you like the look. Coulter had some peculiar tastes. But this view is something, huh?
I agree.
Everything you see here is under your control.
Cool.
Now that you're in charge.
So, why the heck did you put me in charge anyway?
Yeah, I still don't get it. Why put me in charge?
You may have noticed that our former overboss, Coulter, was a fucking asshole. And that's me being nice. Ended up being poisoned for this whole operation. The way I see it, surviving the gauntlet means you've got what it takes. Or at least the potential. For a good while now, we've needed someone who can get shit done. Make real progress.
Well, sure, I like the sound of that.
I sure do like the sound of that.
I thought you might. Look, I'll be honest with you. This operation needs someone to step in and take the reins. Sure as hell ain't gonna be me. Leading outright ain't my style. And there's already some blaming me for supporting Coulter all this time. My talents are best put to use helping a new overboss get all this shit under control. You get me?
What are these talents?
What sort of talents would you say you have, Gage?
Aside from being a good shot and having a foul mouth, I've run with gangs nearly my whole life. I know how raiders think, what they're after, and how to use that to your advantage. Trust me, I'm in this just as much as you are. This shit needs to work out.
Okay, whatever, buddy. Sure.
I hear you, Gage.
Good. I know I'm throwing a lot at you all at once here. Let's take a step back and talk big picture, okay? Nuka-World. Shit. This was the dream. Huge. Built like a goddamn fortress. You run this, world is yours. We had a good head start on it. Hell of a lot of work went into getting the disciples, the operators, and the pack to work together. But we got here. About a year ago, we push in through the front gate. Take over Nuka Town. Get these traitors under our thumb. And then, well, Coulter got lazy. He was content to sit on his ass. Never bothered putting in the effort to finish taking over the park. The gangs got restless and started pissing each other off. It is a real mess.
What kind of mess?
Wait, what kind of mess am I walking into here?
It was little shit at first. Heated tempers, arguments, the occasional shooting. Got worse over time, though. Gangs started staking out as much territory as they could. All being on top of each other like this. Started looking for excuses to turn on each other. If something ain't done soon to settle things down, it's gonna reach a point there ain't no coming back from.
Okay, I can fix it.
I can fix this. I can make this work.
Yeah? Man, I sure hope so. Look, I know these gangs. Been working with them or against them for years now. I'll help you, okay? Walk you through everything. First thing you gotta do is get the gangs behind you. Without them supporting you, you're not getting shit done. You don't have to trust them. Hell, you don't even have to like them. But you need them to respect you enough to follow you.
Got any advice for me?
Have any advice for how I should go about it?
Yeah, all right. The disciples like violence. The bloodier, the better. Tell them they'll get plenty of it. The operators are in it mostly for the money. They get promised caps, they'll listen to you. The pack, hell, I don't know. They follow whoever they think is the strongest. Show some teeth, I guess.
I don't need them anyway.
I don't need them. I get by just fine on my own.
Oh my God, shut up with this. I'm telling you, you need their help.
That was funny.
Look, technically, you're already the new Overboss, right? That's like half the work done right there. Just meet the leaders. Talk with them. Flex your muscles a little. Show them you mean business.
I probably should have talked to him first. I might have screwed up when I was talking to the operators. I don't know. Then what?
What happens after they're on my side?
Then, we get started on taking over the rest of Nuka-World. But, one step at a time. You in?
I need to think it over.
I need some time to think it over, Gage.
Shit. Okay. Just don't take too long, all right? I'll do my best to hold things together, but don't leave me hanging here. The gangs expect results, and they ain't gonna wait forever. Overboss.
Okay. Let's see what our quest says now. It says... Oh, it just says the same thing, so nothing has changed. Alright, well, let's talk to him.
Gage, so come on. Are you gonna talk to the gangs? Get them on your side?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, let's do this.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. You just need to show them you're the right man for the job. From what I hear, you got a head start on things already. Just talk to the rest of the gang leaders. Smooth things over, and we're good. I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, so we spoke to Gage, and now we need to meet the gang boss for the different gangs. And we already met the one for the operators. Gage has explained that in order to take over all of Nuka-World, I need to get the 3 rival gangs to support me. The Disciples, the Operators, and the Pack all need to be convinced that I can lead them as Overboss. Okay. Well, I already met one of the leaders.
Hey, Gage.
You need something, boss?
Yeah. Are raiders all the same?
Aren't you raiders all the same?
Hey, come on now. No need to be insulting. Commonwealth gangs, well... most of them don't even qualify. They ain't organized. They don't make smart decisions. Basically one step up from rabid animals. I've run with some of them over the years. Every single time, they either think way too small or get themselves wiped out. I make a point of getting the hell out of Dodge before that happens.
Okay, what's the appeal, man?
I don't get it, Gage. What's the appeal of all this?
Oh, come on. It ain't that hard to see. You take whatever you want from whoever you want. Anybody has a problem with that, you cut them down. You telling me that doesn't sound like even just a little bit of fun to you? Anyway, don't mistake the gangs out here for being the same as those Commonwealth saps. Gangs out here, they got agendas, and they're gonna expect results. You can't afford to forget that. You need anything else?
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about Nuka-World.
I want to know more about Nuka-World.
Yeah, good call. Big-time amusement park back before the world went to shit. Well, I guess if this place is any indication, it wasn't so hot before it all blew up. Anyway, we weren't the first to think of this place as a good stronghold. Before we got here, a bunch of traders had set up shop and hired a whole lot of guns to protect them. They were dug in like ticks. That's why it took pulling a bunch of gangs together to even have a chance.
And you want more?
You've got this area of the park. Isn't that enough? Why do you want more?
You got a lot to learn, boss. So we've got Nuka Town, and most of the traders work for us now. They ain't happy about it, but screw them. We really need the rest of these parks, though. Every one of them not under our control is a threat. And the gangs are too cramped up. They're stepping all over each other. Unless they get room to spread out, there's gonna be bloodshed. So the sooner you get them all to agree to follow orders, the sooner we can improve our situation. You, got any more questions?
Give me some info on the gangs, man.
Tell me more about the gangs.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, quite the assorted bunch. All used to hate each other, and I guess maybe they still do to a degree. Took a shitload of work to get them all on board with this idea, so I really don't want to lose them now. If I were you, I'd start with the Disciples. They might all be crazy, probably are in fact, but Nisha has her reasonable moments. Then you've got the Operators. Spoiled, rich kids, but doesn't mean they ain't ruthless killers. If you can impress Mags, she'll listen to you. And then there's the Pack. I'm not saying they're savages, but, well, shit, they're savages. I don't know how Mason keeps them on a leash. Up to you who you want to trust the most, but you're gonna need to trust at least some of them. You need anything else?
Nothing else.
Nothing else for now.
All right. You know where to find me.
Yep, we know where to find him. Well, let's look around this place, I guess, huh? This is, I believe, Fizztop Grille. Fizztop Grille. Let's see if there's anything worth anything around here. Camera here. Rat away. Purified water. I didn't even see that. Med-X, Psycho. Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cherry. Soap. Nuka-Cola Dark. What else we got? An old TV here. That's pretty cool. Chemistry station.